So in order for you not to have to sit through a lot of lectures that are going to give you an overview, I'm going to do that now so we get all the slides out of the way. And what I've done is I've broken everything down into different collections. And first up, we have the audio collection. In the top left, you're going to see a picture of Livid Electronics because I've built my own MIDI controller. You'll be able to see it in the video behind me here, all covered up in green tape. I basically took the parts and stuck them together from Livid Electronics, programmed it myself to do what I wanted to do, and that is connected to Ableton Live. Ableton Live is pretty much the hub of almost everything, including the lighting and the visuals that we do here, because we're going to use that for synchronization if we're not using it for audio. So Ableton Live is a big program in the whole thing. Into that, we're going to be porting Remix Live. We're going to be using that for audio. We can use that as a standalone application. We can use that as a plugin application, and we can use it as an iOS application. And I'm going to show you how to do all of that. Launchpad is also on the iPad. We're using that as an iOS app, and that is ported in over Studio Mux. That again is brought into Ableton Live, the hub of everything. And same for Tractor Pro, and we'll be using our Control S8 that you can see behind me in the video here. And that also will be ported into Ableton Live so that we can stick together all the glue of all our audio to make sure everything is synchronized correctly. The visual and lighting collection then is centered upon Resolume Arena. If you haven't heard of it before, Resolume is an absolute beast of a program. We're going to be using it for image blending, for 3D projection, and we're going to be bringing in a number of sources into that, prime amongst them Remix Video. Remix Video is a sister application of Remix Live. It is more or less the same thing as Remix Live except it's for video, surprisingly enough, and we're going to be porting that video into Resolume Arena for image blending and projection. Ableton Live is involved in the visual and the lighting again, simply because Remix Video can be used as a plugin if you want, but Ableton Live is going to be sending out and sending in MIDI data, which is going to be triggering clips in Remix Video for the image projection through Resolume. Next, we're going to see the NTEC DMX converter, and this is how we use Ableton Live to send out MIDI automation lanes, and that will be used to control our LED power cans, as you've seen in the demonstration. We've got a DMX's plug in there as well, which is also related to the NTEC, and that will be performing the automation that we've seen in the demonstration. Last and no means least is the synchronization collection, the glue, what holds everything together. Ableton Link is a massive protocol at the moment. It's going to be heavily used in this project. We've also got Studio Mux, which I've mentioned already, which is going to be porting across link data, audio and MIDI data from iOS applications. DMX is a lighting protocol, as along with MIDI, very old, long time around, but still rock solid. It is one of the bases of all lighting protocols. Anything outside of that you use, similar to OSC, is still based around the basic idea of controlling lighting. The IAC driver is something that we find native on the Mac operating system. We're going to be using to port MIDI data between multiple hosts so that we can tie together a lot of laptops, a lot of machines to be able to configure everything and run in sync. And Siphon is a protocol that we're going to use for porting over video over and back between Remix Video and Resolume, as I've mentioned already.